Great to have you. We just got some earnings from banks, and puts and takes. They are doing some good business while other business is suffering. For somebody like you that provides cloud services for financial institutions, how has it been weathering this pandemic?
We've done fantastic through the pandemic and actually helped our banks to drive over $50 billion to small businesses through the PPP program. We also assisted Barclays in the UK through the CBILS program there to be the largest lender in that program. So we as a company truly can optimize and drive that level of efficiency that's needed in these kind of times. And we are proud of the flexibility of the software and how we can scale from the largest banks in the world all the way down to small community banks, which gives those community banks finally access to the kind of technology that was only affordable by big banks in the past.
Well, that's great. And I know you stated in your S1, and this is maybe going to give us some specific insight, that some of your contracts have an option where the customer can buy it out for a termination fee. And it seems to me like a downturn like this would be the time when you would see a spike in terminations if it's going to happen. But has that happened?
No, we're tracking this very closely. We've seen no cancellations like that at all. As a matter of fact, we've seen a spike in uptake because, look, people have to work from home now. They need flexibility. They need to approve loans on their iPhone, tablets, etc. And that level of flexibility, plus this whole new paradigm of working from home, is allowing our banks to continue on without any interruptions, comparing to banks who's not moved to the cloud, who really have to cycle people through offices, etc. So I'm not only bullish, I'm extremely optimistic that we are in the trend, whether it's regulation, because we address the four pillars that banks need: revenue increases, cost savings, efficiency, as well as compliance. So this is the trend of the future.
Pierre, Julia here. I'm wondering if you could tell us a little bit where you see your growth coming from. I mean, we see your list of clients, obviously a big range there in terms of big and small banks. Do you see more growth in terms of the smaller banks? Do you see yourself adding more different services to your software packages?
Yes. So we've got two main growth levers that we look at all times. We are busy with international expansion. We've got a great office in London. We've got brands like Barclays and Irish Bank there as our banks. We've got in Australia, Macquarie as a customer. We opened Japan last year. So one of our major initiatives is to international expansion. And that's another thing about the cloud. We can get in there out the box with Salesforce.com, that platform we're using. We get over 100 languages, over 100 currencies, and the full entitlement engine that really enables us to scale quickly. On top of that, we have launched our retail and small business solutions, and we are seeing significant uptake on that. So we're not only broadening the platform capability, we will provide a single platform end-to-end for onboarding, all loan types, as well as account opening. That's never been done before.
Pierre, you are located, your headquarters anyway, is in Wilmington, North Carolina, which is somewhat unique, though North Carolina does have the Research Triangle. It is one of those tech hotspots. I wonder how this work from home trend is going to affect businesses like yours, because arguably, now your talent is more poachable by companies that otherwise would have looked in other bigger metropolitan areas for talent.
Yeah, that's interesting. As I look, we built this company around the culture and our people. So you can imagine in the early days, we had to bring people in from out of town and out of state to fill the company up. Last year, we had around 250 people in Wilmington out of 10,000 applications. So I'm proud of our teams, of how we do this. We bring people here. We changed the whole employment landscape of Wilmington, and we don't see any problem with attracting talent.
Wow. Okay. Now you priced at $31 above the $28 to $29 revised range. We were hearing about strong demand. Can you give us a flavor quickly for the interest that you saw leading up to today?
I typically don't comment on the markets and what's happening. I would tell you, I think this whole cloud-based and SaaS software momentum is continuing.
Wow. Sorry, I got to interrupt you. I'm not sure if you're watching this, but the stock has just opened at 72. It's right now just over $71 a share. That would be a rise of more than 100%. So last word to you.
That is obviously very exciting for our employees and our shareholders. But I want to emphasize, My job is tomorrow morning, first thing, we'll have an all-hands meeting. If not tomorrow, it's Friday. I'll emphasize that through this process, we got fantastic feedback from our customers. And we're going to go back to make them successful and drive this transformation in banking so that banks can operate like fintechs. You know, it should be quick, easy, should be on your phone, should be mobile, and the bank employee should have that same flexibility.